Champions League Shakhtar Donetsk vs Young Boys prediction, team news, lineups preview. Two underperforming teams, both domestically and on the continent, meet in one of the Champions League's early kick-offs on Wednesday, when Shakhtar Donetsk face Young Boys in Gelsenkirchen. Neither side have won or even scored a goal in this competition so far after 3 matches, with both facing an uphill struggle to make it into the top 24. Match preview. After early season defeats to Police Zhytomyr and Alexandria, Shakhtar have been playing catch-up domestically, and even though they responded well, they are still some way off the top. Despite recording a 2-1 win over Chornomorets Odessa at the weekend, a week after drawing away to Dynamo Kiev, Shakhtar remains 6 points adrift of the two leaders, and they also a long way behind on the continent. Shakhtar's start has been relatively difficult, but taking just 1 point from their opening 3 suggests they will find it very tough to advance. The Ukrainian side were very fortunate to take a point from Bologna on matchday 1. And they have since fallen to defeat against Atlanta and Arsenal, conceding 4 goals without reply. Predictions and models have suggested around 9 or 10 points will be enough to finish in the top 24. But based on performances and results so far, it is tough to see where Shakhtar will pick up the points required, with trips to PSV Eindhoven and Borussia Dortmund to come, as well as a clash with Bayern Munich. With just 2 shots on target across their opening 3 games, no team has had fewer at this stage of the competition in almost a decade, meaning it is no surprise Marino Pusic's side are yet to open their account. This fixture undoubtedly presents Shakhtar with their best chance to pick up a win, like they did in qualifying against Young Boys back in 2016, recording a 2-0 first-leg victory, before throwing it away in Bern and losing on penalties. If Shakhtar's start has been disappointing though, then Young Boys has been catastrophic, with fortunes not improving greatly since the sacking of Patrick Rahman just 9 games into the league season last month. Joel Magnan has taken caretaker charge and has led them to wins over Luzern and Basel, but they still appear a level below the top 2, losing in Lugano and drawing 0-0 with Zurich. The Swiss side's finest performance of the season probably came on matchday 3 of this competition, when they almost held Italian champions Inter Milan to a 0-0 draw, only for Marcus Thuram to net a 93rd-minute winner at the Wankdorf Stadium. That means that Red Bull Salzburg are the only other team alongside Young Boys to have lost their opening 3 games without scoring, and the Swiss champions are only off the bottom of the 36-team standings narrowly on goal difference, -9 to Slovan Bratislavas, -10. Team news. The only injury concern for Shakhtar remains that of Timur Puzankov, who continues to recover from an ACL tear, with Dmitro Kriskiv set to return after missing the last 2 domestic matches through suspension. Puzic could go slightly more attacking compared to their trip to Emirates on matchday 3, and that could provide an opportunity for more of their young Brazilians to get some Champions League experience. Marlon Gomez has started their last 2 matches, and he could be joined in the starting 11 by the likes of Pedrinho and Newerton, who have also been handed minutes since the Arsenal defeat. Visitors Young Boys will be without a number of defenders for this one due to injury, with Mats Seiler, Mohamed Kamara, Banhi Zukru, Patrick Pfeiffer and Sadiyenko all currently absent. Given the precarious position they are in domestically, and facing tough opponents in Zurich at the weekend, Magnan could not rotate with one eye on this game, as Young Boys were at full strength on Saturday. Joel Montero was sent off in the latter stages of that 0-0 draw, but will be available here before serving his suspension at the weekend against Lugano. Shakhtar Donetsk possible starting lineup: Riznik, Konoplaya, Graham, Matvienko, Pedrinho, Marlon Gomez, Kriskiv, Sudakov, Aguinaldo, Sekin, Newerton. Young boys possible starting lineup: Van Balmoes, Blum, Lauper. Benito, Hadjam, Lakami, Ugrinik, Emery, Virginius, Ganvula, Montero. We say, Shakhtar Donetsk 1-1 young boys. While both sides will see this as an opportunity to get off the mark in front of goal. The search could go on for an elusive win for two sides who have been well off it in Europe so far. The war means Shakhtar are still without the benefit of home advantage, while young boys have fallen off a cliff this season. And wins have still been hard to come by since the change of manager. Thanks for your watching. Don't forget to click the subscribed button and hit the bell icon for more.